Alright, this is just gonna be a quick rant video. I haven't done one of these before, but I just can't help myself. I just watched the Borderlands 4 State of Play. Even less optimistic about the game now. Let me just set this straight immediately. What they're doing with the guns looks amazing. The new loot and the part systems, they're gonna make for like the most amazing replayability, and they'll absolutely keep my attention for hours and hours. However, just off what we see here, I'm getting the strong impression that this is about to be the most soulless and empty Borderlands experience in the entire series. Yeah, it will be a perfectly passable FPS game. But with what they're doing here, it feels like we are straying even further now from the stylistic choices the original games made. The ones that made the series feel the way it did, you know what I mean? Let me give you an example. The most egregious fucking thing I immediately noticed was the HUD and the inventory UI. The HUD made me go, what the fuck, out loud, seeing just how bare bones this is. I see this, and Borderlands is not the feeling that comes to mind. Immediately I think of the most fucking typical modern, low-quality AAA shooter games like fucking Anthem or Concord. Like, you know what I mean? You compare this to the HUD inventory of Borderlands 2, it's a night and day difference of visual stimuli and inference, bro. I don't think I even know what that shit means, but it means something. I mean, there's something here, bro. It's missing so much of that charm. The Borderlands 2 HUD is highly intuitive, but above all else, it's stylized. I get this can be considered as nitpicking, but if I'm going to spend 300 hours on a game, I'd at least want some creative integrity fucking built into it. Especially when we've seen how past games nail it out of the park. I don't even have a problem with Borderlands 3's HUD, and I hate that game. They at least tried to stay in line for what the series is, because what Borderlands isn't is boring and lame, which is exactly what this new HUD is. Another thing, especially going by this ugly-ass inventory UI, they're clearly trying to capitalize on Destiny players and banking on them jumping shit. I mean, can you even look at this and not fucking immediately think this is basically Destiny 3? What the fuck happened to trying to be Borderlands? I don't see the appeal here. This is the gaming equivalent of bastardizing your brand for the sake of modernity and simplifying it to make it easier to consume. Not only all of this, when the narrator started fucking talking about how you can customize your rides, just showed gameplay of you driving for 30 seconds, I bursted out laughing, dude. I mean, what the fuck is that? Are we really playing pod racing simulator now? No, I don't want to spend 5 minutes driving to each new location every 20 fucking minutes, bro. No. What is this series' obsession with suddenly trying to shoehorn in all these movement and driving mechanics? I mean, am I crazy for thinking that all this driving just takes away from the core gameplay aspect of gunning and looting? I don't see how any of these things are positive changes or additions to the game. They either only distract from or take away from what makes this series so recognizable. It's not just the guns, it's not just the cell shading, it's the style. Borderlands 4 does not have a style, and it feels so dead and soulless just in this trailer alone. I saw a couple things that got me genuinely hyped, but overall I'm not excited to be spending my entire playthrough looking at these corporatized ass fucking menu screens. I mean, all of these assets in these menus and HUDs look so goddamn cheap and bland compared to anything we've previously seen. This has been a major artistic misstep in my opinion. There's zero respect or intent to uphold the design philosophies that the old games curated. Borderlands 4 is looking to be by far the most sterile looking entry in the series. They poured seemingly more resources into fucking car customs than making sure they'll nail their user interfaces. And I bet I'll get people saying it's not that big a deal. But as someone who's played this game since childhood, it's very much a big deal to me trying to remain optimistic about the series' future. I mean, it's looking bleak if they're this eager to keep dumbing down so many aspects of the series. Alright, I don't have much else to say. I saw absolutely nobody talking about this in the comments of the State of Play, so I felt it was necessary to voice this. I mean, Borderlands is just fucking losing its identity. It sucks.